Many of you heard that we lost a beautiful teacher earlier this week, and I don't mean to bring the mood down, but it's obviously very, very present for all of us teachers and for many of you in this room as well. Jason was such a good friend and such a good human being through and through. So there are pictures around in the front, so if you're wondering what that is for, it's for our beautiful beloved teacher Jason. But bring it up because of that, but also because it's a reminder of how fragile this life actually is. And it's been really interesting going through this traumatic event that we all know is the inevitable, where we're all going, right? And as sad as and hard as that is, it's the truth. And it's really interesting going through this while I'm like a week away from bringing a new life into this world. And so it's a really interesting contrast. And it's really caused me to look back at some of the teachings I've had over the years. One of my beautiful teachers, Lama Marut, he actually passed away, I think 4 years ago now. But he said every morning he woke up and was like, oh, this is amazing, I'm awake. Like, how wonderful, how blessed that I am a soul that can be alive today. And then his second thought, and this is what he trained himself to do, his second thought was, okay, this could be my last moments on earth. What am I gonna do with it? How am I gonna live my day? And I think our culture often thinks of that framework and that mindset as a bit morbid, but because it's contemplating death constantly. But in my eyes and in Lama Marut's eyes, it's just a beautiful way to live fully and make sure that each moment that you have on this planet, you're really giving it your fullest, because you never know when that's the last time you're going to see someone you love, or the last time you get to experience something you enjoy, or even the pain that you detest, but it's still emotion, it's still feeling. So today, instead of bringing the mood super down, which I know naturally just the concept of losing someone like that brings it down, I really want to focus on the fact that we're all here today and that we can all feel and we can all be present with ourselves and experience each moment we have on this mat this morning. So that's what I'd like to offer up to all of you, and you can take that however you want and do whatever you want with it. So with that all in mind, find a comfortable seat here. We'll lay down eventually.
I'm very disappointed.
You can. I mean, like I've always said, this is 100% your practice. So if you ever want to come to yoga and just sleep on your mat, also fully an option. Close your eyes. And allow yourself to shift around here until you find a comfortable seat that you can settle into. And once you settle into that seat, it may not be the most comfortable seat you've ever had, but it's one that you can relax a layer or two into. Then begin focusing on your breath. This beautiful life force. Inhaling to draw the air in, filling yourself up. And exhaling to let that air go, emptying all the way out. And so often we experience the breath as this gift that's just constantly available to us. We don't have to think about it. But as we move through our practice this morning, make the breath intentional. Make it that reminder of make it a reminder for you to be fully present. start to weave in this intention, using your breath to draw it in this morning. This intention of living fully and presently. And give yourself the grace to feel and experience whatever is present for you. Keep the breath going. And if there's anything else you'd like to weave into your practice as an intention, draw that in as well. Take a deep breath in, filling yourself up. And at the top of your inhale, hold full. As you're ready, exhale, let it go out the mouth. Again, like that, huge breath in, filling yourself up. Holding at the top that kumbhak, that breath retention. And as you're ready, exhale out the mouth, let it go. One more like that at your own pace. You're welcome to keep your eyes closed or open them up. And come into a Baddha Konasana, so soles of your feet pressed together, knees open wide. If this bothers your hips or knees at all, you can always place props under the knees. We're going to do 3 rounds of Uddiyana Bandha and 3 rounds of Abhisara. So real quick, I can't demo it, but I'll explain it. You'll exhale all the air out, come forward. Once you're empty, pull belly in and up so you're hollowing out. So that is Uddiyana Bandha. Release the belly first and then come back up. Do that 3 times. Then Abhisara, same action with belly pulling in. And instead of holding it, you'll press it out, pull it in, press it out, all without taking a breath. I'll guide you guys through the first rounds of each. If you're familiar with it, you can go at your own pace. Well, fingertips back behind you. Take a huge breath in, lifting up to the chest. Hold at the top, get that swirling sensation. Then as you're ready, exhale out the mouth, come forward. Hold empty, draw belly in and up. When you're ready to inhale, release the belly first. Then inhale, rise up, do that twice more at your own pace. After this 3rd round, shift into Abhisara. So same action, lifting to the heart, exhaling, coming forward. Pulling the belly in and out, but this time instead of holding the belly in, you'll press it out, pull it in, using those internal abdominal muscles to support. Do this 3 times at your own pace. At the end of your total 6th round, but 3rd round of Abhisara, stay forward. Moving a little bit deeper into your hips. Relaxing into this Baddha Konasana. Modifying as you need. Let's take a few more breaths here, especially into the low back, kidney area. Inhale to walk your way back up. Place your hands on outer knees, bring the legs back together. And then turn on your mat so the left leg is lengthwise. And your butt and your legs are mostly on your mat. Left side forward. Or if you're doing a different one, don't worry about it. We'll just switch that later. Okay, I think we're all left. Excellent. Starting out with a neck stretch, so up nice and tall. Lean slightly over to the left. Reach the right arm over to the right. Breathe into the outside of the neck here. So this right hand is hovering about 6 inches to a foot above the ground. Head is hanging heavy towards the left shoulder. If you flex the hand back towards the arm, you'll feel a deeper stretch there. Wash the breath through the outside of the neck. Two more breaths here. Transitioning into a side bend. Left hand's going to come to the inside of the left leg. Right arm is going to reach up overhead, opening up through this right side body. Breathing into the right hip. Expanding the breath into your rib cage, obliques, yes. Opening up the lungs fully as well. Creating space for the breath unsticking the rib cage. And transitioning into our heart opener. So keep the left hand as it is. Right arm opens up, peeling open through the chest here, yeah. Lifting up, expanding the breath into this right side of the chest. Yeah, there you go. Finding space. It's almost like you're leaning over a wall. Finding space here for the breath to drive into. Transitioning into a basic forward fold. Exhale, lower the right hand down. Reorient your sit bones if needed. And you're gonna fold over that left leg. So taking a huge breath in. As you're ready, exhale to dive over the left thigh. And just rest your arms next to legs so gravity is guiding you less than, or more than you're trying to reach something. Yeah, and then settle through neck and shoulders. Relax through the jaw. Take just a few more full breaths here. Inhale to walk your way back up out of the folds. Prop yourself up on that back knee. Lift up and open to this modified Vashisthasana. Taking a few breaths, just expanding, opening back up. And exhale, lower your way back down, and we'll simply switch sides. So right leg extends out along the mat. Moving into our next stretch to start. Left hand reaches far. Sit up nice and tall as you relax the head over towards that left shoulder. breathe into the side of your neck. Reaching out through that left hand, head is heavy towards the right shoulder. Yeah. You can move the head around a little bit to find that sweet spot of where you feel a stretch. And then from here, transitioning into our side bend. Right hand comes to the inside of the right leg. Left arm reaches up and over, opening through this left side body. Fill up this left side of your torso with breath without collapsing in the right side. So you still have space around the rib cage and the hip. But really focusing the breath into this left side of the torso. And moving from here into a heart opener. Take that left arm back behind you, lift and open through the chest. Really expanding into the heart here. Fill up that left side with oxygen. See if you can open up more as you stay here a little bit longer. Last full breath here, lifting to the heart. And your next exhale, lower the left hand down, folding over that right leg. You may need to readjust how you're oriented. And then folding here, let the torso hang. Rest your hands wherever they can comfortably rest. Few more breaths here. Where can you let? Can you release? Can you soften a little more through the neck and the jaw? Last exhale. Inhale, ease your way back up out of the folds. Prop yourself up on that left knee. Lift up and open, coming into that modified Vashisthasana. Beautiful. And then exhale, slowly ease your way down and come all the way onto your back with a prop nearby. Let's heat it up in here. So all the way onto your back. Grab hold of your prop, place it in between your thighs, stand up to the pubic bone. And then float your legs straight up to the sky. If at any point this bothers your low back or hamstrings, bend your knees. If that still puts pressure on the low back, you can always leave the feet on the ground. Take a huge breath into the back body. Interlace the hands behind your head. Your next inhale, hold the breath in. Curl tailbone up, squeeze your prop. Exhale, lift head and shoulders. Yes, squeeze the prop a second time, whole belly down. Inhale, lower head and shoulders. Hold the breath, press mid back in the mat. Curl tailbone, squeeze. Exhale, head and shoulders lift. Shoulder blades lift. Squeeze a little more, draw belly down. Yes. Inhale, release head and shoulders. Hold the breath. Press mid back to the mat. Curl tailbone, squeeze. Exhale, head and shoulders lift. Shoulder blades lift. Squeeze a little more. Activate your feet. Whole belly down. Inhale, lower head and shoulders. Hold the breath. Press mid back to the mat. Curl tailbone, squeeze. Exhale, head and shoulders lift. Shoulder blades lift. Squeeze a little more. Draw belly down. Inhale, lower head and shoulders. One round of 3-part twisting abs. Keep your legs as they are. There you go. Take a deep breath in. Hold that breath. Press mid back in the mat. Curl elbow. Squeeze. Exhale, head and shoulders lift. Squeeze a little more. Pull belly down. This time, keep head and shoulders up. Squeeze the prop a second time. Tuck tailbone again. Exhale, elbows towards the left thigh. Yes, good. Squeeze a little more. Pull belly down. Inhale, come back to center. Hold the breath. Squeeze your prop. Tuck tailbone. Exhale, elbows towards right thigh. Squeeze a little more. Pull belly down. Awesome, Melinda. Inhale, come back through center. Hold the breath. Press mid back in the mat. Curl tailbone as much as you can. Lift elbows as high as you can. Pull belly down. And inhale, release. Set your prop aside. Let's do a little butterfly on a rock, windshield wiper legs. So feet are mat width apart. When you're exhaling, lower the knees to one side. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, over to the other side. If it feels good to stay on one side for a few breaths, go for it. Once again, this is your practice. I'm just offering some options of how to move. So feel free to change it up at any point. Making your way back through center. Setting up for star spiraling pulse. Stack your knees over your hips. Bend to about 90-degree angles. And then interlace the hands back behind your head once again. You don't need the prop anymore. Yeah, you're being an overachiever. All right, take a deep breath down into low back. On your exhale, lift head and shoulders. Deep breath in here. Hold the breath, curl tailbone up. Exhale, elbows towards the left thigh. Reach right heel straight up towards the ceiling. Pull belly down. Inhale, turn the right toes towards center line. Exhale, pulse that right leg. 3 little lifts without jerking towards the sky. Pull belly down. Inhale, bend both knees, come back to center. Hold the breath, press mid back in the mat. Curl tailbone. Exhale, elbows towards right thigh. Reach left heel straight up towards the ceiling. Pull belly down. Inhale, flex the foot towards your shin. Turn toes inward. Pulse this left leg. 3 little lifts without jerking. Yes, that's it. Pull belly down. Inhale, bend both knees. Come back to center. Hold the breath. Press mid back in the mat. Curl tailbone. Exhale, elbows towards left thigh. Right heel goes straight up towards the ceiling. Pull belly down. Inhale, turn toes inward. Good, Kim. Exhale, pulse. 3 little lifts. Draw low belly down so you get that lower abdominal activation. Inhale, back to center. Hold the breath. Press mid back in the mat. Curl tailbone. Exhale, elbows towards right thigh. Reach up to that left heel. Pull belly down. Inhale, turn toes in. The slower you go, the more you'll get out of this. Exhale, pulse. 3 little lifts. Draw low belly down. Inhale, back to center. 1 more round to each side. Hold the breath in. Press mid back in the mat. Curl tailbone. Exhale, elbows towards the left thigh. Reach up to the right heel. Pull belly down. Inhale, now turn the toes in. Exhale, pulse this leg. 3 little lifts. Good, Jen. Pull belly down. Inhale, back to center. Hold the breath. Press mid back in the mat. Curl elbow. Exhale, elbows towards right thigh. Reach up through that left heel. Pull belly down. Inhale, turn toes in. Exhale, 3 small lifts. Pulsing through the low abdominals. Draw belly down. And inhale, release. Yeah, let's do the full body stretch. Reach your arms overhead. Extend the legs towards the middle of the room. Just pulling yourself apart here. And exhale, release your arms by your side, setting up for bridge pose. So knees bend. Feet are about hip-width-ish apart. Knees stacked directly over your heels. If you like that tool of grazing the back of your heels with your fingertips, you're welcome to do so. On your inhale, tuck tailbone. Peel your spine up and away from the mat, lifting taking a basic bridge this morning, so really pressing down to the feet, lifting up high through your hips. Fill up the torso with breath. Perhaps closing your eyes here so your attention is once again drawn inward. Really focus on the belly and the chest, experiencing the full breath. Expanding with the inhale, relaxing with the exhale. Five more full breaths in your bridge pose. Last inhale here, maybe the hips lift a little bit higher. On your exhale, tuck tailbone, slowly roll your spine back down to the earth. From here, release your back body, either hugging knees into chest or pressing thighs away. Roll over onto your left side. Make your way up to a seat on your mat. And rock forward, coming all the way onto hands and knees for a basic cat-cow. So with your inhale, scoop the chest forward and up. With your exhale, round the spine, chin draws to chest. Just start to get into a rhythm that feels good to your body. And give yourself the freedom to shift the movement however you'd like here. So you can reach the hips back towards the heels for a child's pose. Perhaps drawing the chest forward for a modified up dog. You can take hip circles. Or you can simply stick with your cat-cow. We'll take about 3 to 5 more breaths, just shifting, moving in a way that's organic to you this morning. There's no rush, but as you do feel ready, make your way into our first downward facing dog of the practice. Curling your toes under, lifting the hips up and back. Yeah, and then if it feels good, bring in some organic movement in this pose. You can bend and straighten the legs, shift your hips side to side, even forward and back. Yeah. Really taking a few moments in this first true inversion of our practice. Keep that strong Ujjayi breath going. Just a few more moments here. Your next exhale, bend the knees deeply, step or hop your way to the top of your mat, arriving in a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, extending the spine. Exhale to fold it back in. Again, like that, inhale, spinal extension, that halfway lift. Exhale to fold it in. This time, inhale, come all the way up to standing. Arms reach tall overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. Flowing through classical suns. Inhale, re-extend the arms. Exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, step left foot back for a lunge or crescent lunge. With that inhale, keep the arms extending, lift and open through the torso. Now you're welcome to keep the arms extended or have one or both hands on your thigh here. Fill up the torso with breath. Yeah, beautiful. On your next exhale, hands lower to the earth. Step back to plank pose. You can always come down to your knees for support here. You can always skip the vinyasa and go directly to down dog. Otherwise, follow me, moving through chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog, lifting through the heart. Beautiful. Exhale your way back to downward facing dog. On your next exhale, step left foot forward. Lunge or low lunge. Lift and open through the torso. Spreading the breath through the front body. Soften your shoulders here. Yeah, that's it. Exhale, hands to the earth, forward folds. Inhale to rise all the way up, arms sweep overhead. Beautiful. Exhale, hand back to heart center. Inhale, re-extend the arms. Flowing here, exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, right foot back lunge. Keep that inhale going, lift and open. On your exhale, hands to the earth, step back to plank pose. Continue with your exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Draw shoulder blades back, exhale to downward facing dog, lift your leg. Exhale to step right foot forward, lunge or low lunge. Lift and open. Exhale, hands to the earth, forward folds. Inhale to rise all the way up, arms sweep overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. Again, like that, inhale, re-extend. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, step left foot back, lunge. Keep that inhale going, lift and open. Exhale. Place hands on the mat, step back to plank. Chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale to downward facing dog. Exhale to step left foot forward, lunge. Lift and open. Exhale, hands to the earth, forward folds. Drawing the breath in, rise all the way up, reaching tall. Exhale, hands to heart center. Last round here. Inhale, re-extend. Exhale, fold to Uttanasana. Awesome. Breathing. Inhale, right foot back lunge. Keep that inhale going, lift and open. Exhale, hands to the earth. Step to plank. Continue the exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. Deep breath in and down dog. Exhale, step right foot forward, lunge. Open it up. Exhale, hands to the earth. Forward folds. Inhale to rise all the way up, arms reach tall. Exhale, hands to heart. Close your eyes. Take a moment. Settle into this mountain pose. Release your arms to your sides, open up the palms. Just taking a moment to feel remembering that intention. In your next inhale, float the arms back up to the sky. This time, sit back into a chair pose, Utkatasana. Going to the depth that feels right to your body today. Maybe that's pushing yourself, going a little deeper. Maybe it's staying a little bit higher. And whatever you'd like with the arms, your arms can stay extending towards the sky. Elbows can bend, or arms can even reach back behind you. Nice, I like all the variations. Take 2 more breaths. Exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift, extending the spine. Exhale, place your hands on the mat, step to plank or hop back to chaturanga. Knees can always come down for support. Your choice, chaturanga or directly into down dog, moving with your breath. Draw shoulder blades back. There you go. Exhale to downward facing dog. Your next inhale, slowly extend the left leg up to the sky. Yeah, spread those left toes, reach the leg long. Press down through your hands so you've got this balance. One more inhale, maybe the left leg lifts higher. Good, exhale, left foot comes through for a warrior one. Back heel roots down, inhale to rise up. So basic warrior one here, facing towards the center of the room. Softening through the shoulders. Good. One more inhale here. Exhale, hands to the earth. Step back to plank pose. Your choice, go straight to down dog or move through that vinyasa. Chaturanga. Inhale to lift the heart. Good. Exhale, back to down dog. Inhale to float the right leg up and back. Spreading through your toes, reach this right leg long. Balance the weight by pressing into the earth and reaching through that right leg. On your next exhale, step right foot through, warrior one on this side. Inhale to rise up. Just taking a moment, hips square to the front of your mat. Softening the shoulders, good. Fill this pose up with breath. Exhale, lower your hands to the earth. Step back to plank. Vinyasa or direct into down dog, move with your breath. We'll all meet up in downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in and down dog. Exhale all the air out. Step or hop to the top of your mat, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold in. Inhale, come all the way up, arms reach tall overhead. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, re-extend. Exhale, sit back to chair pose. We're gonna flow once through B series. Deep breath in here. Exhale, fold to Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift, extending the spine. Exhale, place your hand on the mat, step or hop the way back, plank through chaturanga. You can go directly to down dog or move to that vinyasa. Nice, all the way back to downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg reaches up and back. Exhale, step left foot through, warrior one. Back heel roots down, rise up. Beautiful, exhale, hands to the earth, step to plank. One breath, one movement, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale to down dog. Inhale, right leg floats to the sky, moving with your own breath pace. Exhale, right foot steps forward. Warrior one, rising up. Exhale, hands to the earth. Chaturanga. Move with your breath through your vinyasa. We'll all meet up in downward facing dog. Once you arrive in down dog, take a deep breath in. Exhale, let a sigh go out the mouth. Yeah. One more like that, deep breath in. Exhale, let it go. Inhale here as the hips reach a little bit higher, yes. Exhale, lower your knees to the earth for a child's pose. Child's pose, embryo, or puppy. So
The differences are child's pose, the hips go to the heels, arms extend forward. Embryo, the arms are down by the sides. Puppy pose, your hips are elevated over the knees, arms are still forward. So take the pose that best suits your body in this moment. Taking a few very intentional breaths here. Letting the earth hold you. Feeling supported. Take a deep breath in your child's pose. Walk your hands forward if they aren't already. And exhale, tuck your toes under. Come up to hands and knees. Make your way back once again to downward facing dog. Inhale to extend the left leg up and back. Exhale, bend the left knee, open up through the hip, yes. And feel for some additional space here in that left side body, left hip area. Inhale, re-extend the left leg. Without momentum, step left foot through, this time warrior two. I think it had to be one to come into warrior two the entire time before, so now is your chance. Take a moment, settle into your warrior. Front knee is working towards a 90-degree angle. Arms are supporting themselves here, shoulders are soft. Fill this pose up with breath. Sometimes it's uncomfortable to just stay in these basic poses. Can you stay present even though it's simple? Good. Shoulder shrugs, release the arms down in front of you. Take a huge breath into the back of the heart. Hold that breath in, bring the shoulders straight up towards the ears. Pull them straight back, keep squeezing. Exhale, drag the shoulder blades down the spine. Inhale into the upper back. Exhale, hug mid-shoulder blades towards spine, pull down. Inhale into the upper back. Exhale, bend elbows, draw bottom tips of shoulder blades, elbows towards spine, pull it all down. Inhale, release the arms, do a little roll out to the shoulders. Inhale, float your arms back up. Exhale, reverse your warrior. Flip that left palm to the sky. Reach up and back, opening this left side body. Continue to drive that left knee forward as you reach up and back through that left arm. Yes, nice Lydia. Feel for space along the left side body. Then can you draw that left knee a little more forward so you feel more intensity in that left thigh? Yes. Your next inhale, reach the left arm towards the center of the room. Let the head hang heavy towards the right shoulder. So we're taking this into a neck stretch. Breathe into this left side of the neck. Really reaching through the hands. Opening up from the ear, down the jaw, all the way out to the fingertips. Reaching through that left hand, come back up through warrior two. Straighten out the left leg, and we're going to come into triangle pose. So you may want to shorten your stance a little bit. Reach the left arm as far forward as you can and down. Right hand extends up towards the sky. Connect into your center here. Full deep breaths, opening up. And try to balance yourself so it's like you're trying to fit between two panes of glass in a single plane. Yeah, there you go. Shifting so that shoulders are stacked over shoulders, hips over hips. Keep squeezing the inner thighs towards one another so you've got activation through the legs. And then moving into Ardha Chandrasana, half moon. So you're welcome to stay in your triangle if you prefer. Otherwise, shift the weight to the left foot. Inhale, right leg lifts up, right arm extends to the sky. Yeah, bringing a prop with you if you'd like here. Yeah, and if you prefer a bind or a different variation, please take that. Breathing here. One more inhale, maybe lifting higher with that right leg. Exhale, release the right hand to the ground. Hug the right knee into your chest. Inhale into standing splits. Right leg reaches straight up to the sky. Fold over that left leg. Now if that feels like too much today, you can step the right foot in to meet the left for a basic forward fold. Otherwise, that right leg continues to extend up and back. You have one more option in this pose. You're welcome to play around with some handstand hops, where you'll shift more of the weight into your hands. On your exhale, take a moment to pick up. Awesome, David. Thanks. Yes. Y'all are badass. Perfect. On your exhale, step the right foot to the back of your mat. Inhale into a crescent lunge. Arms extend up to the sky. Filling this pose up with breath. Maybe turning it into a bit of a back bend. So you're welcome to bend the elbows, lift to the heart. Maybe even bringing your hands to your hips to find more space here. Yes, beautiful. On your exhale, bring hands all the way down to the mat. Lower the right knee to the ground, adding padding if needed. Straighten out the left leg. So Ardha Hanumanasana. Left leg is straight. Fold the torso over that left leg. Moving deeper into the hamstrings and the calf. If full splits is part of your practice and appealing to you this morning, you're welcome to shift to that. Taking a few deep breaths here, softening where you can. On your exhale, bend the left knee. Walk your hands forward. Tuck the right toes under. Make your way back to a three-legged down dog. So left leg goes up and back. Take your time to get there. Exhale, bend the left knee, open up to the hip. Option to flip your dog for a wild thing if you like here. Inhale, re-extend the left leg. Inhale, come forward into plank or three-legged plank. Your choice, you can go directly back to a normal down dog from here or flow through that vinyasa. Chaturanga, lower the left leg if it's not already. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in and down dog. Exhale, step or hop to the top of your mat, forward fold. Inhale, half a lift, extending the spine. Exhale to fold it in. Inhale, come all the way up, arms reach tall. Exhale, hands to heart, center. All right, deep breath in. Reach the arms back to the sky. Exhale, sit back to chair pose. On your exhale, fold forward into Annastasia. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold it in. Come down into a squat or a seat on your mat. All right, we're gonna play around here with our blankets with a little inchworm next to our mats. So, stay present. So, real quick, I'll do a version of a demo. So you can sit down or stay squatted. What you'll do is you'll bring the feet onto your blanket. Inhale, the legs come out. Exhale, you'll use your core. I can't do it. You'll use your core and bring the feet back into the hands. All right, we're gonna do 10 rounds total of, 10. 10 rounds total of that. Now, if that bothers your wrists, you can always come down to the forearms, do the same thing. Bring the feet in as close to your elbows as you can. On your inhale, bring the legs out. On your exhale, bring the legs back in. You're all avoiding it. So, I can't do it. That's a lot. Why you can do 10. You are not. Whatever. You hiked the PCT. I don't believe you. Lies. Yep. Yeah, Adam's demoing for us. Exhale, pull it back in. Perfect. 10 rounds. Breathing. Inhale out. Inhale out. Exhale in. And take a break in between the rounds. Yeah, legs go out. Perfect.
I'm counting by twos.
Awesome. Nice.
Doing it.
After your 10 rounds, you get the gift of a child's pose.
Can I do it now?
There's a reason we're doing this, I promise. I'm not just trying to torture you all.
Is this how you see it often?
Yep. Once you're done with your 10 rounds, come into child's pose. Take a few breaths here into the low back. Like some of you are doing like 20 rounds. You don't get extra points. Take a few breaths in your child's pose. Finish up if you aren't already done. Deep breath in here. Exhale out the mouth. One more like that. Deep breath in. Exhale, let it go. Inhale up to hands and knees. Exhale back to your downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg extends up to the sky. Spread through those toes. Exhale, bend the right knee, open up through the hip. And taking just a few breaths here, creating space in that right hip, right side body. Inhale, re-extend through the right leg. Exhale, step right foot through warrior two on this side. Rising up with your inhale. Just take a moment, feel into your warrior. Where can you soften? Shoulder shrugs, release the arms down in front of you. Take a huge breath into the back of the heart. Hold the breath, make shoulders straight up, straight back. Exhale, keep squeezing as you pull shoulder blades down. Good. Inhale into the back of the heart. Exhale, mid-shoulder blades pull to spine, hold down. Inhale into the back of the heart. Exhale, bend elbows, draw bottom tips of shoulder blades, elbows towards spine, draw it down. And then inhale, release the arms, do a little roll out here. Yeah. Inhale to float the arms back up. Exhale, reverse your warrior, flip that right palm to the sky. Exhale, reach up and back. Really breathing into this right side of the torso. Creating space from that right hip all the way to the fingertips. Moving into a neck stretch, bring the right arm forward. Let the head hang heavy towards that left shoulder. Breathing into the right side of the neck. Softening through the jaw. Your inhale, reach the right arm forward, come back up, warrior two. Straighten out the right leg for triangle pose. You may want to shorten your stance. Reach the right arm forward and down. Left hand extends up to the sky. Yeah. Finding your balance here. In a single plane, stacking hips over hips, shoulders over shoulders. Fill this pose up with breath. Beautiful. Two more breaths here. Where can you find a little more space? Exhale into Ardha Chandrasana. So weight shift into the right foot. Bring your prop with you if you like. Left hands and left foot are rooted, right hand, right leg are rooted. Left arm and left leg are extending. Fill this pose with breath. Even more, fill up the torso, the back body, the leg, everything. One more inhale. Exhale, lower the left hand down, hug the left knee in to meet the chest. And then inhale, re-extend that left leg for your single-legged forward fold, or step that left foot in to meet the right for a basic forward fold. Firing up the legs, breathe into this inversion. Good. For the last few breaths, you have the option to play around with those handstand ups, walking the hands forward, shifting the weight into the hands, maybe getting a lift or two. Sweet. Yes. Yeah, awesome. On your exhale, step the left foot to the back of your neck, crescent lunge. Arms extend up to the sky. Fill the torso up with breath. Just to counter all those folds, open through the chest. Soften around the shoulders. Re-extend the arms if they're bent. Exhale, hands all the way down to the mat. Lower the left knee to the mat. Straighten out the right leg for this Ardha Hanumanasana, half splits. Adding some padding into that left knee if you need. Using props under your hands if the ground feels far away. Just giving yourself everything you can to support this pose. 2 more breaths here. Exhale, bend the right knee, walk your hands forward. Curl the left toes under. Inhale, right leg sweeps up and back, 3-legged down. Exhale, bend the right knee, open the hip back up. You can flip your dog for a wild thing if you like here. Nice, flip it back over. Re-extend the right leg. Inhale, come forward into plank, 3-legged plank. Exhale, lower the foot down, your choice, directly to down dog, or move to the vinyasa, chaturanga. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in and down dog. Exhale, lower your knees to the mat. Take a gaze up here. Take a seat as well. I should add that piece, sorry. All right, we are shifting to the walls and moving into either dolphin at the wall or down dog at the wall to start. That's part 1. And then part 2 is shifting from there into either handstand or forearm balance or staying with the dolphin or down dog at the wall. So real quick demo. You will set yourself up so that your sit bones are against the baseboard, legs forward. Love when I collect fluff on my yoga pants. All right, where your heels are either where the palms of your hands are going to go or your elbows are going to go. So roughly measure that. Placing the hands or the elbows there, so if you're in dolphin, forearms are on the ground, hands are clasped or arms are parallel. From here, you're going to step the feet up, hip height, press the chest towards the wall, straighten out the legs. This is down dog on the wall, same thing with dolphin, you're just on the forearms. Option to extend one or both legs to the sky if you'd like. Staying here for anywhere between 2 and 10 breaths, and then easing your way down, taking a child's pose or a seat for a few breaths just to regain your composure. And then you have the option to do that one more time, or turn towards the mat, turn towards the wall. You'll be at least 6 inches away from the baseboard. On your exhale, you can kick up into a handstand or a forearm balance. Any questions with that? If you have a shoulder injury and this is not sounding like part of your practice today, wave me over. I'll give you some other alternatives. Okay, you're on your own. Call me if you need some support. Okay, so okay, you're going to do all. What are you going to do? You're not okay, yeah, go to the wall for now. So, here's the way. You do 1, shower pose. Yeah. Do that, go to 5 breaths. And then hit the wall, 5 breaths, and then 5 breaths. Okay. Count your own breaths 2 to 10. If you want some support, call me over. Nice, keep lifting through the hips. Yeah, you'll want your mat, trust me. I should have said that, out of your mat. So, come down. Yes. Come into your dolphin first. So, forearms on the ground. And then turn the toes over to start. Yeah, now walk your feet up the wall. Awesome, now walk your feet down to about here. Yes, knees can rest against the wall. As your hips are central. That's it. Does that feel okay? Yeah, breathe. You've got it. That's awesome. Lift your hips, rest. And then when you're ready, you can walk your feet out. Awesome. Nice job. Yeah. Okay. I mean, as okay as it can. Yeah, the spots make it harder. So, walk your feet down second round, your dolphin or down dog the wall, or you're playing around with forearm balance or handstand. Few more breaths wherever you are. Yes, nice, Jen. Awesome. And then once you're done with that second round, make your way back to wherever you'd like to finish your practice. Either in the corners that you've now selected or back to where you originally started your practice. What would you have done if Adam said no? You'd be like, get out, this is my space. That was a good call. All right, make your way onto your back. Nice job, everyone. All the way onto your back. Hugging your knees into your chest. A little rocking side to side, massaging the spine. Well, we're going to transition into a reclined pigeon. So cross the left ankle over the right thigh. Now, if your hips are pretty tight, keep that right foot on the ground. You can simply press the left knee away. Otherwise, hug the right leg in, then press the left knee away to increase that stretch. To get a back extension here, keep reaching the sit bones to the earth as well. About 5 breaths here. As you feel ready, transitioning into a spinal twist. You have the option to cross the left leg completely over the right or uncross the legs completely. Extend your arms out to the sides, exhale the knees over to the right side of the room for a spinal twist. As you feel ready, bring your legs back to center. Take that reclined pigeon on the second side, so right ankle hooks over the left thigh. Breathing here. And as you feel ready, move into the spinal twist on this side, more or less mirroring what you took on the other side. As you feel ready, transition into Shavasana. So you can use the wall for support here, scooting your sit bones against the baseboard for Ubrita Karate. It's really good for the low back and hips. You can also take a traditional Shavasana, arms along your sides, legs lightly spread along the mat. You can also lay on the side or come seated, whatever really suits your body today. Add in any clothing or props as you'd like. I'd like to close our practice as you transition into Shavasana with this beautiful poem called Self-Portrait by David White.
doesn't interest me if there is one God or many gods. I want to know if you belong or feel abandoned, if you know despair or can see it in others. I want to know if you are prepared to live in a world with its harsh need to change you. If you can look back with firm eyes saying, this is where I stand. I want to know if you know how to melt into that fierce heat of living, falling toward the center of your longing. I want to know if you are willing to live day by day with the consequence of love and the bitter, unwanted passion of your surety feet. I have been told in that fierce embrace, even gods speak of gods. Eventually roll over Inhale to reach your arms up overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. Let's close our practice today with one Om. Invite you to all join in, even if you do it so quietly, it's just a whisper. But gather your breath so that you can contribute to this group this morning. Take a deep breath in. Om.